Hello, everyone. My name is John Sneed. I'm a Master's of Social Work student at Concord University. Um, I'm in my last full semester, so I'm about to graduate at the end of summer term, which will be in a couple of months. I just wanted to make a short video today, kind of talking about my journey into this field and offer some encouragement and kind of tell you my plans afterwards. So I began my post-high school career as a student at University of Charleston pursuing an accounting degree. Had about a 20-year gap between the end of high school and the beginning of college for me. I was pursuing other things like being a musician, and I kind of lived quite a few places across the United States. And I just wasn't ready to go to college until much later. Um, I decided to do accounting purely almost as a challenge to myself because I'd never been good at math, and I thought maybe kind of forcing numbers into my head might change how good I was at math. It turns out it didn't work. So you need to be good at numbers to be an accounting student. All the while, I was working at Solutions Psychological in Beckley, and I became really close with everyone that worked there. And I became really impressed and influenced by what they did for a living, which was actually helping people one on one in the clinical environment. And that's where my interest began to form. Uh, so I rolled everything into a business degree with a minor in psychology through University of Charleston. And right after, I was sure that's what I wanted to do. So I applied and got accepted to the master's program at Concord for social work. Social workers now can do quite a lot of what psychologists can do, and it's a little bit easier to get into the programs. So, another thing about my interest in psychology and mental health and in social work field came from personal experience. My grandma, when I was younger, had schizophrenia, and I watched her suffer quite a bit, and a lot of the older people that were in nursing homes with her. I watched them go through their own trials with mental illness and sometimes not get the best care, quite frankly. And that always stuck with me too. And when I was a teenager, I had problems with depression and anxiety, which I still have bouts with occasionally. But I think a lot of people get into the mental health field to figure out their own problems as well as helping others. And that's definitely the case with me. So I just wanted to talk about what you can do with social work. If you have an interest in helping people or entering this field, I would encourage you to go to a school like Concord's website and just look through their academic catalog and the wide variety of classes they offer. I've taken classes in policy, I've taken classes in working strictly in the rural environment, research, which I'm in now, which is very interesting, and placement, which is the best to me. I'm also in that right now. That's where you're actually in the field getting experience. Um, So if you would want to do grant writing, you can do that with a social work degree. You can work with veterans in the VA. You can work in the hospital setting. Of course, you could be a school counselor. If you like working with kids, you can specialize in kids in the clinical environment or the elderly, or you can specialize in working with different disorders. There's just a ton of variety that you can choose from. I would encourage you, if you know what you want to do um, after you get out of a program, I would encourage you to start early working on finding a placement site, become friendly with the staff there, and just get your name in their head so you're familiar to them when it comes time to do your placement. That would be some of the best advice I could give you. Um, so yeah, there's just a ton of variety in types of people and types of disorders you can work with. I encourage you all to check it out, and I think you'll be surprised at what you can do with it. Anyway, stay safe. Thanks for listening, and good luck, everybody. Thanks.